All right, so I have Multigrain here again, and I'm running Platts clone, whatever you want to say, through it. This is going to be the most beautiful sound that's ever been created. I'm not going to say just kidding, because I can't wait to see the comments. It's the #1 sound. It's never been a better sound. It goes through this reverb I have here, the Desmodus Versio, I believe it's called. It's the reverb for the Versio firmwares, and then that's going into Prism, and I'm just using that as a delay. I'm not using the filter or the decimator or anything. Just to turn it into this beautiful kind of ambient background. I used this yesterday in one of my tracks, and I was like, oh, I got to make a video. I mean, it was amazing. You know, you just find a nice chord in Platts and run it through Multigrain, and you'll see it just comes out beautiful. I was thinking of using Ensemble, but more people probably have a Platts clone. I'm using the Beehive from Michigan Synthworks. They make some of the best modules ever. Just rock solid. They look good, nice, clean faceplates, but that's not what the video is about. Anyways, let's start making the patch, and we'll find a nice chord. That one's beautiful. I swear it's hard to not use the Beehive as like just something for chords every time I turn it on. It's just so perfect. Maybe not the most beautiful sound ever made, but it's in the tops, in my opinion. That is so gorgeous. It's unbelievable. And the great thing is, you know, let's say you're using it in your music production. You're making a track in Ableton or whatever. You find a chord, make sure it's in tune, make sure it fits. You know it's going to be good. And then go to the quantizer and just do a fifth. That way you're not worried about too many things changing. And if it's going to be in the background, it's kind of nice when it's just subtle little changes like da-da-da-da, something like that. Not anything crazy, but we could try that for sure. So I don't know. Let's try it. See how it sounds. I'm going to send in a few different modulations. I'm going to send in a triangle LFO into X. So let's put that into X. And then I'm thinking I'm going to take just a random voltage from Medic Digitalis. So that's off screen, but I will bring that into Y. And then let's try like a random math shape, some sort of cycle, and I guess we can kind of play with it as we go. Probably use one of these really small ones, actually. I love using these. They fit. Oh, perfect. All right. Sorry, my dog gets so excited when I start making videos. He likes to usually make a bunch of noise and start chewing on toys and knocking everything around, but that's all good. All right, so let's go back to the sound, and I think I'm going to modulate pitch with the random voltage. So that would be Y, right? Yeah, that's Y. Kidding me. That's amazing. All right, so let's take the triangle LFO and maybe modulate something to do with the start position. Maybe start, wrap, scan, maybe all three. Let's see. So that's it. That's the patch. And I think that would fit with any genre, any style of music. I mean, it's amazing. And just make sure through is on and latch is on. You want both those on because you want that background chord sitting there with the modulation of the multigrain. And yeah, like I said, it's important. Make sure your tuning's right before. So I just turn through on, and I make sure, the tuning's right, and I have the right chord that fits the track, and then latch it and go from there and start modulating. Yeah, if you use this, let me know. Send me a file or something. I'd love to listen. If you have any ideas or questions about multigrain, let me know. I love making these videos. I love multigrain, and thank you guys for watching.